Alright, what's up, guys? This is Toonward here. We're going to talk about chapter number 86. Alright, but before, who do y'all think will win? Kaijus or Titans? Let me know down in the comments below. Alright, so let's just get straight into this. Alright, let me get up the notes. Alright, we start off with the chapter just showing with the head guy that's dead now. You know, that's body's taking over. Just showing this is more like a flashback. It's with the squadron captain that he was like a kid, probably a teenager or so, because he look like he's in his 20s now. So we start off with him just saying, show me what you got. The squadron captain just completely beaten up. So this is show that this is training, because remember, he's the teacher. This is his teacher here. So he was trained to be basically the best. And you know, he has the Kaiju shining gun type ability that he can see the future, but that's not actually the case. So we just see this flashback here, and he just say, I don't need soldiers, that's not good. And so we just seeing him basically in judo training and sword training and all this other stuff, and completely getting bodied or so. And that's just like the first couple of chapters. Alright, and then we get back to the battle at hand. So we get back to the present with the battle at hand here, and we just seeing how Jin is trying on the Kaiju sorry, run away from the Kaiju, because the Kaiju has water bending abilities. So not only that, you know, he has all the abilities of a Kaiju, but he also has water bending abilities too, because why not? Which is a deadly combination, because all he can do is basically he's real good at close quarter combat. That's Jin's ability, Squad 1's captain. He's good at close quarter combat. When it comes to long range, he's okay, but not so. Alright, so basically the waterbender just keeping him at not even arm's length. All he can do is just run away. So we just seeing that. And then it says 15 minutes have passed since he's fully released. So he's been using his full abilities for 15 minutes. Now that's a very long time, basically, considering the engine just going all the way at max speed for like 10-15 minutes. The engine gonna bust. That's basically what we got here. Like he's overdoing it. He possibly might bust any moment now. But in the middle of this battle, he has no choice but to keep going, or he's just, you know, dead. So what we see is that he says if the captain doesn't do something fast, he's gonna die. You know, the guys that's on the computer to keep the monitors and all this stuff basically says he might die. But the Kaiju with the water bending abilities has more up his sleeves than just water bending and knowing about his eyes. He knows his techniques too, and that's where the cool stuff happens. He knows about his techniques only because of the fact he has the memories of his teacher, which is completely crazy. Kaiju number 15 had the memories of the girl, or really she had the abilities of completely mind manipulation. So with this guy, he's kind of a little different. He's different than that. He has the water abilities and the memories and possibly the skills of his teacher, which, remember, his teacher was the best captain, was the best defender of killing of Kaijus that they seen. If not in the history, well, Kaijus hasn't been around so long. So yeah, I guess you could say in history of Kaijus been around. So anything he does, he already knows and know the abilities of, which really puts a damper into his whole plans. And all we just see him just shooting water bullets at different other spots. He trying to deflect them, but how much can he really do right now since he knows his all moves? And he even says, your eyes that has the abilities of seeing the future, they call the future sight, which is actually a mistranslation, or is actually wrong. It's not that you can see the future, you can see the brain patterns, and so you can know what the body's going to do next. Kind of like the shining gun, sort of, but I would say more like Fury with the Bora Bora tattoo eye, how he can tell what move you're gonna do and all that. Think of it like those two. That's basically his ability, which is still a very powerful ability. Plus he's really good itself, but there's nothing he got that can really do it. He does the eruption slash, number 2 slash, and all these other different techniques that he knows because he was taught by from his teacher. But he says, all these moves, I know them all. I know every last one of your moves because I have the memories of your teacher. And that just completely blew their minds away. They wasn't expecting an enemy so powerful. Not only that, he has the memories of him and the skills of him too, it shows, which he's good at long combat, long range, and short range. So he has both of those taken care of. And he also take care of the guy's shining gun or kaiju ability with seeing the future. So it's almost like he can do nothing to stop this guy. He's basically unbeatable in the concept of it. It's showing that Kaiju number 9 created each one of the kaijus to overtake and defeat their kaiju or the opponent that they was made for. So here's where we go, that he just completely bodied him and sent him flying, and he's just laying there and they all think he's about to die. He got ribs crushed and just spitting up blood, and basically the only thing that he's thinking at this moment is, there was words in my memories that the kaiju says, there are words in my memory that I deliver to you right now from your master. I don't need an incompetent officer. Just like he said in the beginning, I don't need an incompetent soldier, a soldier that can't fight. And thus at the end, we see that he's gonna die. So, but right before that happened, he used his gun, because his weapon also a sword and a gun too. So he uses that and fire, and the last words we see is, I never did get, and he says, no need to give me that look, Mr. Iso. That's his teacher, the guy that defeated that was number 1. I'm finally ready to wow the hell out of you, because he never got that recognition from his teacher. He always wanted that. So just like with the girl, how she wanted the recognition of her of the father and the mother, he wants the recognition of the teacher. So we see this is kind of like his chance to get that. So we'll see what happened next in chapter 87. But as for my answer, I believe kaijus are stronger. That's what I believe. But let me know down in the comments below. All right, guys.